Hello, world. This is not the microwave effect. This is not the Amazon effect. When I say that, I mean the microwave effect, instant, overnight. Amazon, call, package delivered that same day. This process, this journey, this stepping into enlightenment is going to require a little bit of patience. Think about how long you've been, or how long things have been going a certain way. Some of us has been 30, some of us been 40, some of us been 50 years of maybe thinking the same way, reacting the same way, processing information the same way. Our perspective on life has been the same. So when I say that, I'm saying that be patient with yourself. It's going to take a little time to transform and align with these new ideas, new perceptions, new way about approaching things in life. I know, I get it. Everything in this world comes instantly now. Like Amazon, you can order a package and it'll be there that same day, some packages. And you're like, what? They had what I wanted in the warehouse around the corner? When you order anything, like, you can always go get things fast. Everything seems to come like that. And it kind of sort of take away accepting the process of things. I think a lot of people tend to give up because things are not happening fast enough. But I've used this analogy before to where everything is changing, everything is happening, even though you don't see it on the surface. It's going to be an internal change before it's an external change. You know, like if a guy or woman is set his mind on working out and they work out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe, they're not going to see that physical change immediately. But rest assured that things are changing inside. Rest assured, as they're working out, they're working on their cardio, things are changing inside. Rest assured that different muscles are activated and getting stronger, even though it's not appearing on the outside. And then 2 to 3 weeks later, somebody, even though that person don't see it, somebody else might say, man, what you been doing lately? You're toning up. You're losing weight, even though you don't see it. I'm using that analogy that going through this journey and this process, things are working behind the scenes. Things are working and shifting for you to become the person that you want to be, for you to shift into this new reality. Things are really working. The minute that you get in your mind that this is what I want to have, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to obtain in my life, the minute things starts working. So I'm saying be patient with yourself, because it's not as simple as I do this, I manifest that. I do this, I manifest that. When you're starting and you're not in alignment with everything, the mind, your brain and heart coherence is not intact, sort of like you're thinking, I want this, but your heart is like, man, there's no way I can get it. So it takes that alignment in that to establish the belief that you can, when you're coming from a place to where you might have felt like things were impossible to achieve and life is hard, and the people around me has shown examples that life is hard, and they've expressed that life is not easy. They're saying that it's about who you know, not what you know, is who you know. And that is all trash. You can manifest, you can tap in and tune in and manifest anything that you want. And know this for certain, everything that you want is already out there. Think about it. What do you want that isn't already out there? So it's more or less not about creating, it's about attracting what's already out there. And it takes some tuning to increase your attractive factor and alignment to bring that stuff into your 3D, your reality. But everything that you want, everything that you desire is already there. So be patient with yourself. Focus on yourself. Really align yourself with your thoughts and feelings and build this strong attractive factor for whatever it is you want. Love, relationships, money, wealth, health, abundance. Learn to align and become this person with a strong attractive factor for the things you want. I remember starting off on this journey some years ago, and in the back of my mind, I wanted to attract some things and change my current situation. But in the front of my mind, I was more or less on that alignment, on that control of my vibration. I was more or less finding out what's going to make it easier for me to attract. And I would focus on that. You know, I knew it could be done because it's been proven all around me that people are attracting what they're in a vibrational match with. People are attracting what they're focusing on, and what they're focusing on expands. I was aware and seeing this happening all around me. And instead of wondering, like, how they do that, I quickly knew the how was going to represent itself. I just needed to fine tune. I needed to get my brain and heart coherence. I need to learn how to not let things affect me so it doesn't affect my vibration. I needed to learn a lot of different things before I stepped out into the game and became a deliberate creator of my reality. I had things to work on, and I was not afraid of doing the work. Matter of fact, I was excited about doing the work. I was so excited about this new life, this new world that I was seeing inside of this old world. Like, I'm experiencing the old world, but I'm slowly coming into this new world to where my perception on things changed a lot. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at start to change. And I took away all these stigmas that people are holding you down. I took away a lot of different things, a lot of blockages on this journey that you might not even be aware of because they've been programmed in your subconscious mind. Like a block like this, like, I want this wealth in this new house, but deep inside, you don't feel worthy of this. So you got to remove these blockages so you know that you're worthy. And then you can achieve it. I want this money, but money is the root of all evil. Or money is hard to get. So that is a block that's preventing you from achieving this money. Feeling is the secret. And if you want this but feel this way, it's not gonna just come in your life. You gotta get those in alignment. I know I deserve it. I believe I can have it. And this is what I want. So be patient a little bit. A lot of times, I think the being impatient, or I think it comes at a point to where we're like thinking we're gonna die. We don't have enough time. Or I'm too old to do this. Or I should have had that comparison by now. It's too late for me to try to achieve this. And then you have influences around you that's giving gas to this fire. Yep, you're right, man. You should have did that a long time ago. Or then you're seeing other people that's maybe successful at a younger age. And then you feel like, I need to have done that. I should have been at a different place. That comparison is gonna block. It's blocking you from becoming who and what you really want to be. So you got to remove a lot of things that's weighing you or keeping you from obtaining these things. And it's not as simple. It's a little challenging to get over these humps. So that repetition is such a key. You're deliberately, repetitiously doing something till it becomes normal. Let me give you an example. And I am my biggest example, I guess. When this was at the beginning, all I would focus on was gratitude and being thankful and grateful. That was it. I didn't think about manifesting. I didn't think about achieving all this stuff. All I knew, wanted to do was establish and make it normal for me to be thankful and grateful and express gratitude and have this attitude. So I went out my way a lot. Like there's a saying that I'm going to put on the back of a hoodie that is, to get what you never had, you got to do what you never done. And when I heard that, I applied that to the utmost. Meaning that to get somewhere in life that I need to go, I got to do something that I never done. I have to change somewhere over here. So getting up 5:30 every morning. 2 years later, I'm still getting up at 5:30. It has became normal. Bookmark that. I did something so long that it became normal. Then I wrote in my journal so long that it became normal. I don't write in my journal as much as I used to, but it's normal for me to have an attitude of gratitude and to be thankful because I did it so many times to where it became a normal. That repetition became normal. That repetition made that thankful and grateful a part of my life now. It is not something I'm pretending to be. You can't fool the universe. You really have to embody this. And so I became in this attitude of gratitude. It became normal. So you're deliberately doing something till it becomes normal, till it becomes fixated in your way of life and thinking. So during that process, I was like, oh, this lady's coming. Let me slow my walk down a little bit so I can deliberately catch the door. Let me go out my way and give somebody something. I was practicing, and my practices became my habits. Then my habits became my normality. It became normal for me to be this person. And you talking about reprogramming and how they used to think that we live in an objective reality where everything was fixed. That's the way you are. There's no change, and that's just the way you grew up to be. Man, when I tell you my story, life is subjective. Your brain is malleable. You can change everything. So be patient with yourself. And when I tell you this, once you get over those little obstacles, once you remove the blockages, once you get into this manifesting, it is going to be easy. You're not going to be worrying about the time. Things are going to start showing up. You're going to be in this flux of attracting things all the time. Things is going to change in your life so fast. And it's going to be an ongoing process because you did everything to make this normal. So you attracting things is just normal. You focusing on things and making it come into your reality is just normal. It becomes a normal experience for you to say, I want to do that. Bam, I'm doing it. I want to have that. Bam, I got it. It becomes normal. And once you get into that flow, you're working on other stuff. Things are coming in. Things haven't even got, but you know they're coming, and you're steady letting that go and working on everything. You done mastered the law of detachment, everything like that. So once it's like once you know the game and you can play it, you're gonna start winning. You're going to start winning. There's nothing that you're going to feel like I can't attract in your life. And that's that good feeling, that knowing. You go from thinking about something to believing about something to knowing that you're going to get it. And that knowing is beautiful. It's almost like you're in this world of grocery store, and you're like, what do I want? What do I want to have? What do I want to experience? Oh, I want to experience that. Let me bring it in. And it's going to be really easy. And once you get into that flow of it, you know? So I'm saying to be patient, you know. Whenever you play a game, there's always rules to the game. There's always ways to go about it. And there's always special unlocks that you can do to get to certain things and to make things happen. See, you can attract things by default all the time. But to be a deliberate creator, you gotta know the loopholes and, you know, a lot of different things to focus and make your attractor factor strong to attract. So going through this journey and process, you start collecting tools in your bag. You know, like a carpenter, he has like certain tools to get this done. He don't use the wrong tool to try to fix something. He uses the right tool to get it done. So you start having a lot of tools to help you navigate through this world. And one of the all-purpose tools is embodying an attitude of gratitude. Why? Because it keeps you at a good vibration. Why? Another reason that name somebody that ever felt bad by being thankful and grateful. Name somebody that ever felt bad about helping somebody. So it's a good feeling, and it's that attitude of gratitude hits you on a couple of different levels, making it easier for you to attract. So be patient. I know we want to manifest and bring our things in our life, but if you was wanting to run track and you wanted to run a mile, you might have to first work on your legs, work on your cardio a little bit, run a quarter mile, then run a half mile, then eventually get to that mile. But it's going to be some things that you're going to have to do to condition yourself to do that. Same thing with the mental aspect. The brain is a tool. It is not you. It is a tool that you use to process information, to house memories. It's a tool that you use for your perception of touch, feel, taste, smell, hear. It's a tool that you use. And the more that you understand how it operates and stuff like that, then the more it's going to be easier for you to use that tool for your manifestation. Hello, world.